what's going on? Today I wanted to bring you guys my review of the Crumpler $4 million home. Now this is a nice little camera bag which allows you to kind of keep everything nice and compact for sort of daily use. Now a friend actually gave this to me and I've been really happy with it, just using it. Mainly just because A, it's so small and, holds most of the stuff I need on a daily basis. So, before earlier I even used to be one of those guys where I have this big ass bag with all my lenses, flash, all that stuff in it. And, after watching a few videos on YouTube and kind of doing some photography myself, I did realize that, you don't always need everything all the time, and sometimes keeping it nice and light is really the key to enjoying photography a little bit more. So, this is the bag, one of my friends offered it to me. He actually got, I think, the $6 million home because he needed to carry some extra lenses with him. So, I got this little guy. It works perfectly for me because the cool thing about this one is, you can see compared to my hand even, it's not very big. It's pretty compact, yet it can hold a DSLR, an extra lens, and some accessories as well. So, kind of wanted to show you guys around the bag, how I put my stuff in it, what I put in it, things like that. So, let's start off with the front. It's like, I think it's like a nylon or like a, ballistic nylon type material on this guy, but it feels really rugged and very nice and sturdy, so I'm not worried about, this bag just ripping open or something. Opening it up. Inside I kind of do like the color contrast actually, where you have the blue interior with the brown exterior. Having a lighter interior on a camera bag, because all the stuff is usually black, lets you see everything a little easier. So inside of here you have two dividers it comes with. I have already organized them to the way I like it, and I'll show you guys why it's like this in a little bit. At the top you have a mesh pocket where you can put a couple smaller accessories, like I guess a remote or something. And something you may not be able to tell right away is over here you actually have another pocket. So you pull this guy open, and inside you have sort of a deep well where you can put in a couple other things, as well as a meshed area. If you have a table or something you want to keep, kind of in shape, I guess. Now, going back to shutting the bag too, you've got two very strong Velcro pads, and you have also got the buckle, so essentially you could snap it shut like that to make sure it's really secure and doesn't fly open. Even without the buckle, this thing is really secure, so that's always a nice thing to see. The zippers also feel nice, high quality. Everything about this bag feels really good quality. So let me show you guys what I usually carry on a daily basis and how I kind of put it in this bag. So we have my camera itself. This is my Nikon D7000. On it right now I have my Tamron 18-270 lens, and I'll also carry my 35mm prime lens. And we have spare battery and just a couple microfibers to make sure everything is nice and clean. And this is kind of what I found was really the perfect thing I need for daily use. Like, I do have a few other lenses that, depending on where we're going, I'll just swap it out, like my 50mm 1.8, or I also have a 28-75 2.8 lens coming in the mail soon, so I'm pretty excited to try that guy out. But for now, this is basically what I have, and it works really well. So let me show you guys how it all fits together. So I usually lift up this tab and put in my prime lens, and it fits really nicely, snugly at the bottom. And the cool thing is, this Tamron lens is long enough so when I put it straight down into the bag, it hits the bottom of the bag, but then the grip won't hit the 35mm on its top. So that's really what I like. Make sure, at least the camera's not putting any weight on my 35mm, because if I can reach in, I can still feel the gap between the two things over here. And as far as my camera strap, I have a neoprene strap that I put on there, but you can see I can just sort of wrap it around and shut the bag, and it's all good to go. As far as the other two little things, with the microfiber cloth, I can usually just keep it at the top mesh pocket. Keeps it You know, there you go, nice and clean. And in the well, or the well pocket as I call it, you can just drop in the spare battery. It fits in, it doesn't hit against the camera or anything. You know, that works really nice. And then I can just shut it, buckle it, and there you go. Now I'm all set for the day. And I really have enjoyed it. Even with all that, you know, even with my camera and the extra lens in there, it's fairly light. So taking this around, or going around to take photos and things, it doesn't feel like a burden. And that's one of the key things I've also noticed, you know, what a lot of people have said about photography. Now, when I'm going on vacation or going on a road trip or something, this isn't the bag I use. I mean, I have a Canon bag that's coming in that I'm going to be using for that, because it can hold all my lenses and equipment along with, you know, my iPad and all the cables and chargers I'll need. So, but as for a daily use bag, this thing is really nice. And, you know, it's already been used and used pretty hard, and you can see, even looking around the bag, there's just not any wear or any tears or any unusual type of deal, besides, I guess, the thread at the top here is a little bit messy, but that's about it. That's the only real imperfection I can even find on this bag after having used it really heavily. So, yeah. So that's a quick look at the Crumpler $4 million home. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me down in the comments. And overall, have a nice day, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the video.